My name is Pascal Mfonabong. And of course, I'm not doing the newspaper review alone. Go with me in the studio.
Mary Uma, good morning.
Good morning, Mary. Trust you're very well.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm excited. I am so happy because Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos is 1 year today.
It's 1 year already. How time flies.
Exactly. And all I can say is thank you, Lord, because it's been a fantastic 1 year.
Sure.
Yeah, it's come with its challenges, but then it's been a fantastic 1 year of a broadcasting here on Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos.
Yeah, we're grateful.
Of course. So we're going to be starting up that way. The biggest story making the headlines this morning. Yes, making the headlines this morning is the Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos is celebrating 1 year of premium broadcasting today, the 9th of January, 2024. Hooray, right?
Yay.
Okay, Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos, for many of you out there who probably don't know, is a prestigious talk, news, and sports radio brand committed to good talk and quality programming at all times and at all levels. Jubilee FM is also known for its exceptional entertainment programming laced with popular songs for your listening pleasure. Now, to this end, Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos is saying thank you to its esteemed listeners, clientele, partners for sticking with the brand all through. And of course, we promise to maintain on our standard of providing premium broadcasting.
Sure.
Okay, so like I said, that's the biggest headline making the news this beautiful Tuesday morning, the 9th of January, 2024. Let's head on straight to other headlines making the rounds this morning. I'll be starting up first with the Guardian newspaper. The banner headline reads 585 million naira humanitarian scandal. EFCC quizzes embattled Edu and others as anti-graft uproar heightens. You'd find a story on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. On page 3 of the Guardian newspaper, you'd find this report. Obi deplores huge borrowing, prolificate spending on luxury. All right, you'd find this report on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. Also on page 4 of the Guardian newspaper, you'd find this report. Reps blame Agric Ministry for delay in sharing Tinubu's palliatives. All right, page 4 has this report. NERC cancels Disco's license over 110 billion naira debt, appoints sole administrator. You'll find this report on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. What else do we have? Still on the bottom page, security guards bags life imprisonment over sexual assaults. Okay, it's on the Metro page of the Guardian newspaper, page 8. Subscribers suffer service disruption over 70 billion naira interconnect debt. Yeah, I read a report this morning from the NCC that Glow subscribers, that's Glow subscriber network users, will not be able to call MTN lines because of, due to unpaid debt for interconnection fees.
That would really affect people who have to call their loved ones and they use either
business
Glow
owners
or
and all.
MTN and all that.
Okay, so
We hope it's resolved.
We hope it will be resolved. Yes, because that's going to be a huge one. I mean, it will affect the economy one way or the other.
Definitely.
Yeah, true. You'll find this report on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. And on page 5, you'll find this report. It's a blackmail to discredit me ahead of polls. Either to deny certificate forgery. Okay, that's coming from Ondo State there. And you'll find this report on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper. Right? So these are the stories that's made it to the front page of the Guardian newspaper.
All right, moving over to the Daily Trust. It's just one banner headline. It says, bandits return to Kaduna-Abuja highway.
Okay.
Abduct 30. Block road for 45 minutes. And it's a birthday wish on the Guardian. That's the only headline.
I mean, so this is really disturbing. Bandits return to Kaduna Abuja Highway, abducts 30, block road for 45 minutes. And so you're going to tell me that in these 45 minutes, there was no intelligence for our security agencies to intervene.
It's a sad one because that road has, over the years has been an issue for concern, and it's returning. It's not a good news at all.
It's not a good news at all. All right. So we're going to be switching attention now to the Nation newspaper in a bit. All right, so I told you we'll be switching attention now to the Nation newspaper. Let's start with the banner headline, and it reads, Better Edu faces EFCC grilling. You'd find this report on page 4 of the Nation newspaper. You see, I am so disturbed for Better Edu right now because, being the youngest minister in President Bola Tinubu's cabinet and having to face this sort of, for now, allegations rather, is really, really not good for her. She's 37 years old. If you look at her records and how she, she came into politics and how she's been able to sustain it, and now she's at the federal level, you can only imagine what the future holds for her. But these particular allegations right now puts a dent, if true, puts a dent on her image.
But if she did the crime, then she should face the time.
Of course. That's what I'm saying. If after the probe and it's discovered that it is true, she carried out, that what she was alleged to have done, then, like I said, it puts a dent on a political career. Trust me. All right, so let's move into the top page of the Nation newspaper. 37 billion naira EFCC increases former Minister Sadia. That's a predecessor, Umar Farouk Sadia. All right, APC picks Edo candidates for February 17. You find this here on page 8 of the Nation newspaper. NERC takes over Disco over poor performance. You find this report on page 5 of the Nation newspaper. Aliyah triumphs at Supreme Court. Aida Tuwa rejects forgery claims. All right, page 4, page 7. Super Eagles land in Lagos, page 39. After that disappointing, how will I put it? After the disappointing friendly they played yesterday with Guinea, they clipped the Super Eagles' wings by 2-0. But we can't judge them based on that performance. Please.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure I want to judge them. Yeah. Okay. So these are the stories, or rather headlines, that has made it to the front page of the Nation newspaper.
All right. In the Vanguard newspaper today, the banner headline says 585 million naira graft. Suspended Better Edu denied access to Tinubu. And there are a couple of writers to this story. It says Humanitarian Affairs Minister to appear before EFCC today. Ex-Minister Sadia Umar Farouk sleeps in EFCC cell over 44 billion naira scam. We are leaving no stone unturned in fishing out culprits, EFCC vows. Uzodima Ndume CSO's actions aid. And I am not a signatory to company linked to Better Edu, Interior Minister says. And this story you can find on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper.
Okay.
Over to the top, it says, unlawful detention, court orders federal government to pay ex-CBN Governor Emefiele 100 million. We will appeal fine, says EFCC. And you can find the story on page 9. So interesting drama. Insecurity. Gunmen invade Abuja estate, kidnap 10. And that's on page 9. And here it says, Obi slams federal government over lavish borrowing and spending. And that's on page 8. And there's a picture story and it says, Plateau peace walk in Jos. And over to the bottom, it says, Can leads protest against continued killings in Plateau, and that's you can find that on page 13 of the Vanguard newspaper. And in sports, it says AFCON, another big blow for Eagles as injury knocks out Boniface.
Oh, well,
yes.
This is not good. This is not good. No. Victor Boniface is another shining star that we should be looking out for in the AFCON for the Super Eagles. I mean, it's sad. I mean, it started the season in blistering form for Bayer Leverkusen. we just hope that we're not going to lose him, for the AFCON. All right, so that's it. If there's any story that's caught my attention, or rather any headline that's caught my attention, has to do with the story involving where the Interior Minister, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has distanced himself from, claims of owning a company awarded a contract by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. For me, the Interior Minister has been the most standout minister in the Tinubu administration.
So far, yes.
Yeah, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo. I mean, ensuring that passports, getting your passports in the country, has ensured that you can get it speedily. You don't have to go through all the hassle. You don't have to, go through so many protocols just to get your passport. He's been spot on. He's been doing his job very well. I just hope that, please, he's not in any way connected to.
Let EFCC do their job, Pascal.
If EFCC took torchlight inside this one, then it's a different ballgame.
Let them do their job.
Okay, let's switch our attention now to the Daily Sun newspaper. Let's start with the banner headline: Suspended Minister Betta Edu whisked away in security truck. Oh my. Okay, this story is on page 6 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Denied access to Tinubu, Asorok tag withdrawn. Oh boy. President directs Finance Minister to conduct diagnostic investigation. I'll take that again. President directs Finance Minister to conduct diagnostic investigations. EFCC begins grilling today. I wonder what's going through the mind of Betta Edu right now. Violations of rights. Court awards Emefiele 100 million naira damages against federal government. You'll find this report on page 4. Federal government and some states implementing grand plot against Igbo. Bianca Ojukwu. You'll find this report on page 28. Rivers Court reserves judgment in Speaker's suit against Fubara and National Assembly. That's on page 27. A court adjourns Nnamdi Kanu's 1 billion naira suit against federal government and DSS until March 4. You'll find this report on page 5 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Still in the Daily Sun, you'd find this report on page 2. Federal government reckon Nigeria's economy with huge debt that's coming from the Labour Party presidential candidate. The last general election, Peter Obi brands Tinubu's government epitome of profligacy. Abia North, APC supports group hails Kalu. All right, all of these headlines you'd find. Okay, let's take it to the top. EFCC grills and detains former Humanitarian Affairs Minister over alleged 37 billion naira misappropriation. This report you'd find on page 5. So these are the headlines you'd find on the front page of the Daily Sun newspaper.
All right, for the Daily Independent newspaper today, the banner headline is 585 million naira scam. EFCC summons suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. Haruwa says Tinubu's action right step in the right direction. Huruwa says Tinubu's actions right step in the right direction, and Tinubu's action consistent with law, not questionable. Uzodinma. A probe must establish intention to defraud or ignorance. Sage, and that's on page 29. We never discovered 100 fake profs in Nigerian varsity system, NUC, and that's on page 7. Can stages peace walk to Plateau government house over killings, and you can find that story on page 7 of the Daily Independent newspaper. Federal government activates automated passport applications for Nigerians, and that's on page 6. Kogi government appoints new Ohinoyi, disposes 3 monarchs, and that's on page 29. And Governor Bello dissolves state excos, retains some members, appoints Accountant General others, page 6. Obi asked federal government to show what it did with 7.3 trillion naira borrowing. Laments pattern of huge borrowing and profligate spending, and that's on page 7 of the Daily Independent newspaper. And over to the top, it says, courts asked federal government to pay Emefiele 100 million naira over rights violation. And to the bottom, it says, Tinubu fires FCCPC, BPE chief executive officers. And that's it for Daily Independent.
So with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review here on your award-winning radio station, Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos. Yeah, once again, Jubilee is celebrating 1 year of premium broadcasting today, the 9th of January 2024. And just in case you don't know, Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos is a prestigious talk, news, and sports radio brand committed to good talk and quality programming at all times and at all levels. Jubilee FM is also known for its exceptional entertainment programming laced with popular songs for your listening pleasure. So to this end, Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos is saying thank you to its esteemed listeners, clientele, and partners for sticking with the brand all through. And of course, we're promising to maintain on our standard of providing premium broadcasting. Feel free to, marry with us. Feel free to celebrate with us by calling in and sending in your wishes. All right. So my name is Pascal Mfonabong, and
I am Mary Umar. Keep listening to us today as we celebrate.
Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of music. I mean, non-stop music today. So wherever you are, don't worry, you can be part of the party from wherever
Definitely.
you are. All you have to do is just, turn your dial to
in.
Jubilee 99.7 FM Lagos.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, my name is Pascal Mfonabong, and
I am Mary Umar.
let's do this tomorrow.
All right.